What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about who won the $10,000 cash prize in King of the Court in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM, and it ended up being a Splash. So this is what Kilamoy tweeted today, and I wanted to pull this up to start things off because Kilamoy was in first for a while. He said, so King of the Court just finished. Remember, Kilamoy 2K, they worked together. Since the event started, I have been searching for over 50 hours for games. In that amount of time, I only ended up playing 13 games in total. I was also undefeated and won most games by 20 plus. To add to my pain, in the past 30 hours of searching, I've only played 4 games and all of them were rage quits, resulting in no points added to my score. I officially finished 5th, but technically will be higher after reading the rules. I know it's only week 1, but there definitely needs to be some changes, updates to this event given 10K is on the line. Congrats to Splash for winning it, as he for sure deserves it. So Kilamoy, not a fan of the current system. And here you guys can see basically how things finish, how things ended up for the $10,000 cash prize. But I want to sit on this screen for a moment and talk about it, okay? Number one, a lot of you guys are going to be like, Ty, I don't know half of the guys on here. What's going on? We'll talk about that in a second. The next thing I want to say is shout out to Splash. Supposedly you do have to use like a lower level team, but again, I still don't understand how once you get to a certain moment, how you improve your points, because like I said yesterday, or 2 days ago, when I played King of the Court, the guys I ended up matching were Splash once, with no bench on my squad. I matched Relo twice. I matched, I matched the Joey 2K TTV. I matched another Sweat. And I was using my best team when I matched the other Sweat that I beat by 50, and my score did not improve. So I do think you are needing to use like a budget-ish squad, which I hate that that's the way it works, but it is what it is. That's the system that 2K has ultimately set up here. Now I want to talk about something, okay? When you're looking at these boards, Sinclair is a cheater, okay? The guy Zens, the guy dashboard glitches. He is a cheater. That is something that needs to be fixed in future weeks. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So he's a cheater. Need it bad. He's a West Coast cheater, formerly known as Drippy. Joey 2K TTV, a cheater. MosBallin literally has a video talking to him, and he literally admits to cheating. So if you look at it and you eliminate those few guys, realistically, like Almighty Luca would be second. Kilamoy would be third, I believe. Bill, I don't know who he is, would be fourth. Hoods would be fifth. Self-Lob sixth. I will be seventh. And then you look at it and you're like, well, I'm actually not that far from being, in contention. And like even more importantly than that, hopefully Self-Lob got the Xbox VC, right? Hopefully they didn't give the 1 mil VC to Sinclair, because the dude is literally cheating. Right? Like, it's sad, but the dude is literally cheating. So, this is something that needs to be fixed. I genuinely don't think anything is going to change as far as the system, but if they ban the cheaters, if they ban the boosters, you're going to get a system that is way better than it's ever been. Am I optimistic? No. But again, I'm very hopeful for that. And like I've said before, if they can continue to make improvements, that's all we can ask for, right? Like, I'm not sitting up here saying the game needs to be perfect. I'm not going to say that because I'm not perfect, right? That would be pretty hypocritical if I said, oh, well, the game needs to be perfect and I'm not perfect myself. But what I will say is this, like, there is definitely room for improvement and room for 2K to grow. Like, they can't just keep having the same system and the same boosters on boards, because I got to be honest with you guys. I'm going to show you something. I matched with Joey 3 times. 2 of the times he dashboard glitched me. The 3rd time I beat the brakes off of him by 30 plus points. And I barely got rewarded. Now again, part of that's because I was using a good lineup, which I'll adjust to moving into next week. But it's just sad that this is the system we've got, guys. Like, this is the system we've got, and we've got to somehow figure it out, somehow, use it to our advantage. And it's gonna be interesting, but they've got to not only disqualify honestly, disqualify them. It's not enough, because guess what? They're gonna be back doing the exact same thing next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. And if 2K doesn't get a hold of the Zenners, of the people dashboarding glitch, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? If 2K cannot get a hold of that, it genuinely begs the question of how serious is this King of the Court going to be? I always guarantee next week there's going to be a lot less people playing in it than this week, because again, what is the point of playing in it? I matched up with Relo twice. I matched up with Wall twice. I matched up with DeMar in absolute sweat. I matched up with Splash. I matched up with Joey twice. I matched up, like, I matched up with the guy Self Bob, and he beat me because I was using all sapphires. So it's like, at some stage, 2K, we've got to find some improvements to the system. At some stage. I'm not saying we've got to be perfect, but we do have to find some improvements to make this system slightly better. Because as it stands right now, the system is terrible. Your partner in CashNasty doesn't even like the system. I'm just glad Splash won, because Splash is... y'all can say he's the best. I'll never admit it. He's one of the best in the world. All right, like top 2 for sure. So I'm glad somebody that is good and that is not, you know, cheating, dashboard glitching, zenning, won King of the Court. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Like, I'm glad Splash took matters into his own hands and was able to secure it, because the last thing we need is a cheater winning King of the Court. Now, again, for me, I've got to make some adjustments heading into next week, but more importantly, I got to play better. Like, early on in King of the Court, I didn't play that good, and that's the most important times to play good. Not only that, I need to figure out what exact squad I am wanting to run as well. So I gotta, you know, go into some deep dives, some figuring out exactly what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish, and go from there. But at the end of the day, King of the Court's a mess, guys, and it's something to expect from 2K in future weeks. They haven't shown any, you know, any really care. Like, they haven't tweeted, oh, well, it's been a mess this week, we'll look to improve for next week. Like, 2K genuinely doesn't care. I'll be back next week with a new and improved squad, trying to make it happen. But it's crazy that the squad I grinded for, right? I grinded for Jason Kidd. I grinded for all these different guys. And guess what? I can't even use those guys in my squad. That's really going to wrap it up for our video today. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. You know, what are you guys going to grind for? Are you guys going to grind for anything? Let me know. Because for me, it is just like, yikes, is all I can really say. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.